In fact, my landlord, right, Shana spoke to her that, hey, you've not bought. She said a very interesting thing, like, tera bhau bahut bad gaya. That was the price correction that we did today. And at least up till now, it's been good.
And it will stay good only, because you just dropped down drastically. Because see, I think another thing what has also happened is Zomato and Swiggy has conditioned us to paying convenience charges.
Convenience fee, correct.
If you remember in the start of when we were setting up, I told you that there's no harm putting a shipping cost. I said it on day one that people are fine paying it till the time you're giving them an overall discount. Didn't we do a CBO?
CBO we did for this campaign, this super set.
वो campaign बंद कर दिया था ना हमने इसने, because what happened is पैसा spent हो रहा है but traffic नहीं आ रहा. See, you're still in an acquisition mode. You're still acquiring new customers. Correct. So technically for new consumers, there's no price drop. Every consumer who's coming for the first time, they're seeing this price for the first time. So this is the standard price that you're giving them.
What we did, we sent a message to all our existing customers who purchased from us that Raksha Bandhan is just around the corner. Would you like to gift a brown town box?
I didn't get a message.
You didn't?
And I'm your existing customer.
एक मिनट रुको, मैं दिखाता हूँ. Hello. Very good evening. Super duper good evening to everyone. Anu is here. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Super. How are you? How have you been?
I've been okay. Nothing great. Nothing happening. Just work. That's it.
वो चलता ही रहना चाहिए. वो चल.
What's up? How's everything?
Super stressful.
Same here. Can't tell you. It's like really. I need what do you call? I need a therapist.
ये सिर्फ अमीर लोग अफोर्ड कर सकते हैं भाई, हम लोग नहीं अफोर्ड कर सकते.
My current one gave up on me. I am in need of the second one.
Too good.
I'm stress eating. I've been eating I've been traveling for the last 1 week. I've been eating all random stuff, and since I'm back, I'm stress eating.
जाता कहाँ है if you're eating so much?
I don't know, yaar. I'm just stressed. Where is it going? But yeah, I'm doing stress eating.
Let's kickstart. Revenue से kickstart करते हैं.
True.
Right? कि हम अभी कहाँ पहुँचे हैं. Right. So while you are away, let me start from the 25th. All right. 25th is or rather 24th से शुरू करता हूँ. All right. This is where sorry. Yeah, 24th ko we did $10,000 in revenue, and all of these orders came from our all of our orders came from Sudhanshu was messaging that he's back. How have you been?
I've been good. How are you, Anu?
Surviving, dude, surviving.
Oh my God.
ये देख रहे हो मंडे की जगह
last time I saw you were all set and ready for a party.
I came back from a party. What is wrong with you?
Nobody comes back from a party.
Thing, guys.
Nobody comes back from a party at 10 in the night.
I do.
Oh.
Because I had better things to do at home. I do.
Okay.
मैं बता रहा हूँ. See, look at how well dressed Anu is. Look at you and me.
Yeah,
I'm not even
we are the lapangas. We are the lapangas of the digital community.
मैं अभी अमन के
He's
साथ
the beauty influencer of the digital community.
Beauty influencer बता दिया. Just look at me. I've not done any makeup, anything, and telling me I'm the beauty influencer.
मैं ये कॉल के पहले I was on a call with Aman and he was talking about his business and things like those. वो तभी और अभी में ऐसा लगता है कि वो कौन था और ये कौन है, वैसा फर्क आ जाता है. But anyways, done है भाई. बिस्मिल्लाह करते हैं. Let's kickstart.
Sure.
I'm starting to show. You can see my screen.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. So 24th से शुरू करते हैं. Right, to look at numbers. 24th
Done.
we got 10K all through marketing, and no Gurgaon foodies or anyone promoted any revenue over here. Right. 25th we did 5,600. This was again a combination of repeat purchasers, Gurgaon foodies, online marketing, so on and so forth. 8,700 on 26th. 27th, we did 3,800. 28th, 4,300. If you see, we are constantly having returning customers, right? Decent conversion ratios also. 29th, we did 2,000. This is where things started getting scary. 30th, we did 1,800. 31st was the last day of our Gurgaon foodies promotion. That's when that's when we also created a message in Zoco, and we sent it out, but 6,900 bucks is all that we got, right? Coming to August, yesterday, khode khul gaye, right? I was like, boss, the season is just about to end. Tomorrow we will complete our 30 days of marketing, right? And today we got a revenue of 7,000 bucks, right? Again, all of it has come in from digital marketing, right? Our revenue is up, our conversion is decent, our average order value is up, some bits and pieces of returning customers.
So yesterday to today, what changed on the ad level?
Nothing at the ad level, but we did something, right? And I'll tell you what. You remember this sheet that we had worked on?
Yeah.
Right. Again, this is for everyone. Our plain rusk, right? 400 grams, our purchase price was 40 bucks. Our packaging price at that time that we had considered was 34.5. For some reason, my entire sheet cut text color has changed to this thing. Our packaging cost for 400 grams, we had considered 34, right?
Which came down to 20.
Which came down to 20. It was actually 19.5. However, we still considered 20, right? That's why that's
20, rounded up to 20.
Right. Now, instead of corroborated boxes, we had, corrugated boxes, my bad. We had earlier looked at a price point of 40 bucks. We are not sending it in corroborated boxes. Thank you so much.
So that 20 is saved.
That 20 is saved over here. So now our actual COGS for, let's say, a classic crunchy rusk has come down drastically, right? We were earlier selling it for 339, right? But today morning, we changed this price from 339 to 250.
Okay, so you dropped the prices.
We dropped the prices, all right? Plain rusk, we were selling it for 259 from 259. Again, this is our COGS, right? 56 bucks is our COGS. Sorry, it's not COGS, it's COG, right? We dropped it from 259 to 250, right? But the question is, where did this go, right? We still had to bear shipping costs. We still had to bear COD charges, right? What we've done is we've actually taken a different route today, right? Just today, where we created shipping zones, right? For Delhi, Haryana, and rest of India, right? Just to show you what they are. So this is for Delhi. If the order value is below 1,000, right, the customer will have to pay a shipping fee of 50 bucks. If the order is above 1,000, then the shipping cost is free. This is for Delhi. Okay. For Haryana, if the order value is less than 1,000, the customer has to pay a shipping fee of 30 bucks. Right. So exactly जो हमने यहाँ किया था, right? I maintained this for reference. Exactly जो हमने यहाँ किया था, right? इसको price of product में डालने से अलग हमने shipping cost में add कर दिया, right? So standard में customers would have to pay 30 bucks, and if they order for 1,000 plus, then shipping is free. And again, rest of India में we've made our shipping cost 90 bucks. If it's less than 1,000 bucks, and again 1,000 bucks के ऊपर, it's free. This is what we're seeing. We had also set up local shipping, right? We changed that also a bit. So for local delivery, these are the 3 pin codes that we are currently delivering local. If the order value is from 0 up till 999, the shipping cost will be 10 rupees. And if the order value is above 999, it will be free. Now, Anu, you don't know, you were, this is something that we had done this is something that I had shared in the earlier episodes. We've actually hired a guy full time.
I know. You told me on the last.
I told you, right? Therefore, his salary cost is 15K. Okay. So now that risk is on us, right? Whether we do 10 orders in a month or we do 1,000 orders in a month, there will be an upper limit to how much that guy can deliver. But this is the strategy that we took. So we didn't have to bear the expensive logistic charges that we would have to do for Delhi NCR, since we are selling only in Delhi NCR, right? This clearly gave us a spike over here, right? Now, if you look at orders today, right, nothing has changed, right?
We just optimized on costing. That means we optimized on costing and optimized on
costing के अलावा कुछ भी नहीं छेड़ा, right? This is our first order. This and these 2 orders came before we did our optimization, right? So 768 standard shipping, $1,000. Again, there is no shipping. But this order onwards, right? All of these orders, if you look at them, right? Customer, since this order was 1,238, no shipping, right? Customer was absolutely fine. And of course, Shena called up the customer saying, thank you, things like those. But if you look at this order, right? This one, and this one in specific, she's used the 104 rupees ka discount coupon, which is available on the website, which actually reduced the price from, to 946, right? But she's paid 10 rupees for shipping, right? Now, this order I can practically get delivered on a cycle by this guy, right? So there is no cost besides human cost. It's right next door. Trinity Towers, you would know this, right? That's that. If you look at our, this one, right? Again, Gurgaon, behind Sector 43, metro station. Order is come from Instagram, right? But this guy is okay paying $30 in shipping. And lastly, the most recent order, which just came a few minutes ago, 939 Go, right? This is also near to our house. This customer has again paid 10 rupees for local shipping. So point being that customers were okay paying, shipping cost, right? Yeah. As long as we didn't add them. So in fact, my landlord, right? Shana spoke to her that, hey, you've not bought. She said a very interesting thing, like tera bhau bahut badh gaya, right? The cost of your goods compared to 2019, they've gone very high. So Shana tried to justify also that, things have gone expensive and things like those. But she's like, Nana, matlab 150 ka item, 400 rupees thodi. At the end of the day, customer is getting biscuits only, right? The same quantity of biscuits. So that was the price correction that we did today. And at least up till now, it's been good, right?
And it will stay good only, because you just dropped down drastically.
In fact, I have more margin now, right? Because my cost per sale, my cost per sale is coming down, right? I have more margin to give additional discounts if needed, right?
So, but you don't need to give no additional discount now, because you passed on some major bucks to the customer only.
Absolutely.
See, if you remember, I'm not sure if you remember, you can go back to that cost recording. Remember, we were having that conversation. Ki ya shipping rate charge kare ya COD rate charge kare.
Correct.
And I was always saying that kar do. Just put shipping on to consumer.
Bilkul.
Right, put it on the consumer, forget it. Koi tension nahi hoga. We'll get it, because product value bahut chota. This is a very small category product.
Of course. So yes,
I think that is what. Yeah, so I think that is what has played in your favor, that higher consumer. Because see, I think what another thing that has also happened is the last I think about 8-9 months, or maybe not even 9 months. See, Zomato and Swiggy has conditioned us to paying convenience charges.
Convenience fee, correct.
Yeah,
correct.
they have conditioned our mind ki हाँ यार अगर restaurant से कुछ तुम वहां जाके खाना versus if it's coming to your home, right? एक तो जो dish है जो restaurant में 100 रुपए की मिलेगी वो Zomato में तुम्हें 120 की मिलेगी. Plus you will also pay a 50-60 rupees odd convenience fee also.
Absolutely.
Correct. That's what Zomato conditioned us. Blinkit, Zepto, your Milk Basket, and your Grofers of the world, and everyone has taken that conditioning to the next level. कि यार अगर 15 मिनट में सामान तुम्हारे घर पे delivered हो रहा है in 10 minutes, you have to pay that additional 20 rupees, 25 rupees.
Got it.
Right. And somewhere now the consumer is getting used to the idea of that, boss, if you want things to be delivered at home at your convenience, correct, you will have to pay something called a convenience fee, whether it is in the form of a shipping. Even this is showing to us.
Absolutely. So true. Anu, what are your thoughts on that?
If you remember in the start of when we were setting up, I told you that there's no harm putting a shipping cost. I said it on day one that, people are fine paying it till the time you're giving them an overall discount.
Correct.
So people really, we've been our psyche is so much trained now, right? With so much shopping online that you really don't see it. If you put a shipping cost to a certain minimum amount, as a consumer, I will automatically go and put that minimum amount of products in my cart and going to buy it. Absolutely. And if I'm like it's just not making sense, then I will be like, okay, let's chuck it, let's pay the shipping because I want the product. So it's like, it's a trained muscle memory which people have. Like automatically Nike pink sale just happened. I'm trying to make my cart like this is the minimum value because they were charging a shipping. I was like, let's buy something. I ended up buying a serum for 250 rupees. I was like, I will not pay shipping. I will rather buy a product. I'll buy a product. So it's just the same.
Got it. Interestingly, there have been two developments that no one is aware about. There was one exhibition in Mumbai that is happening from tomorrow, right? Which is GiftX. We were discussing that in the other group the other day, and unfortunately, we are not able to go, right? But let's see if we are able to do something on that. It's a gifting exhibition. 4,700 BCOs is going there, and various other brands are going there to showcase their products that they can do this for gifting. When this happened, we have two customers who are very senior, right? One is from, again, hum inko dhoondne nahi gaye the, right? They automatically came, and again, I can't show you their data. However, one was from Hero Motocorp, right? Gurgaon based. That guy called us up and said, do you do Raksha Bandhan hampers? Right? I ordered your products. They're fantastic. Do you do Raksha Bandhan products? So that's one thing that happened. Again, maybe it's a slightly longer discussion, larger discussion that will continue to happen. And maybe a discounted one also, right? He's not going to.
Absolutely. They're going to, like, for festivals and all, they're going to tell you that give us this much flat and we'll buy these number of things.
Absolutely. There was one more call that happened where that lady said, I'm calling from RRS, Raja Swami something.
Is that an ad agency now?
No. It's the
colony, it's some community.
Yeah.
The one which is Ramakrishna Mark which hai?
Yeah.
Ramakrishna Mark metro station ke paas
yes. RKSS, right? We started a discussion with them, and they're like, boss, we'll need 100 tons of Radha Swami Sangh. So we did start a discussion with them. However, they said that, we want to visit your factory, and neither me, neither Shena were okay with the fact that we would have to show who we are buying our stuff from. So we kind of let that deal go. Plus, today this call has happened from someone at Maruti. this lady, again, this was actually an abandoned cart from Hyderabad. Sorry, this was actually a purchase from Hyderabad, where this Shana called her up. It was a COD order. Shana called her up, and she's like, "Thank you so much for placing the order." I just called up to confirm, and that customer kept on talking, and they kind of built a relationship. Baad mein she said that I am so and so and so at Maruti, and please send a few samples for my HR. We would like to gift. We would like to do some corporate gifting with your products. All like, boss, this is really flying. This is really flying. So these three discussions that have happened, again, this has happened in season 2 also, season 1 also, but this happened before the season ended, right? I'm guessing for us it'll happen after the season ends. So yeah, that's that. Anyways, we made a few changes on the days where our marketing didn't perform, right? We were practically getting no visitors, right? Not no visitors, but our visitor count dropped, right? One of the reasons for that transactions not coming is because there were not enough people coming into the funnel, right? So Sudhanshu and I got on a call, and I'm going to show you data based on those dates. Just 1 second. We are going to look at this, and this, right? These three campaigns, right? For those respective dates, right? Sudhanshu, would you remember what dates they were? I'm guessing 27 to 31st. 27 to 31st. Yeah. These were the dates where we're getting impressions, we're getting, this thing, but not enough clicks, right? And if we're getting clicks, again, I'm going to show my funnel view here, right? People people were coming in on our websites. Our CTR had fallen. Our CPM was going through the roof. I remember there was one day where I saw 400 rupees CPM. Here, 386. This was one. Here, 437 rupees.
Just put a tag for conversion campaigns, no? But fair enough.
Right, our CPM was 437 compared to the Sunday that we did, right? 503, right? So we are paying $503 and we made decent revenue versus versus on 28th, our CPM was just uncontrollable, right? So again, Sudhanshu had this thought that maybe the creators were not that good, right? The people were seeing it, but weren't really appreciating it and things like those. A thing that I did was I created these two campaigns. Okay. Now, this I created on the 31st. Tab jaake, 30th ko maybe Sudhanshu and I spoke. So 31st ko I created these two campaigns. I only did one simple thing. I'm going to open my Canva to show you. So I used the same image, but instead of an image, I converted it into a video. Where I animated this piece, right? Just a 6-second piece. So if someone would play the video, this is all that would happen. That's it. No music, no nothing, right? Sirf itna sa change kiya hai in our creatives. Now, when I compare this campaign, right, which is images, right, and this campaign, which was the new creators, versus these two campaigns, which were ads, which were video ads, right? Let's look at August 1st and 2nd.
Yeah. CPM bhi kam aayega, conversion bhi better hoga.
23 rupees, 200 rupees and 173.
Yeah, उसमें CPM कम आएगा.
Now, again, if I look at this also, just today, yeah, 200 bucks CPM, right? And if I look at yesterday, same thing. This is fairly good numbers. So this is the only thing that I changed in the creative.
Just one thing, Imran. Your creative is justified by the CTR, not the CPM.
Sure.
So
Let's
if you look at the CTR and if you compare the CTR,
right.
I don't think there's much change because I could recollect it was 0.55 and this is also 0.55.
This point 0.55 also.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, same thing. Same thing. 19-20 का फर्क है.
19-20 का फर्क है. Right. So what happens is choice of creative, but your creative capability is measured by your CTR, because if it's about your creative, the CTR is what we people measure, not the CPM. Your CPM will differ from when you play a video. Automatically your impressions, video views are always higher than an image view.
Correct.
Right? So your CPM will always be better when it comes to a video
absolutely
asset that you're doing as compared to an image asset.
Absolutely.
But your creatives are justified via your CTR, whether the creative is performing better or not.
Correct.
Via your CTR. Also, it really depends upon what is the cost per conversion is happening.
Right.
And that's why, that derivative, but
Absolutely.
it's very important to look at your CTR while you're evaluating your creative.
Your creative. So true. So true. So true. But yeah, this is the only thing that we changed. Our CTR hasn't changed, but our CPM definitely went down. Right.
So I know what happens is if, so I just beg to differ here. What happens here is, right, if you are not, because these are all conversion campaigns, okay? Now, when you're trying to push for conversions only, they are not branding or they're not basically designed for link clicks. Your CTRs are as it is not going to come on a higher side. You can't really expect very high CTRs. So what you really need to optimize is for CPM, because the lower the CPM, right? Let's say even if your CTR is 0.5, 0.6, right? But if you're showing to it a higher number of people, your traffic input will always be more.
Yeah.
Versus if I'm doing a link click campaign where my CTR is going to be 1.2, 1.5, right? But my conversions are going to be on a very lower side.
When it is directly related to the number, to the people who are reaching it, it automatically boils down what kind of budget also you're putting in. Your creative this is what I'm saying, the creative justification when Imran is saying this performed better or that performed better. So from a creative perspective, I'm saying it's both the same. There's not much difference in the performance of the creative. Correct. Wherein I agree when you're saying that the CP, this.
हाँ सुन रहा बोलना सुन रहा
अटक गया I forgot the word which I was about to say. I was like ठीक है. So what you just said, I agree. But what I said was in context to the creative that we people were discussing when he said that we changed this, so this improved. So actually the creative performance hasn't improved. It is something else which has triggered that CPM thing. So it could be he may have, there could be a difference in the budget that he could have put it so that it's reaching out to much larger audience, and that's why the CPM is coming low.
No, budget doesn't have an impact on CPM.
But your reach is automatically dependent upon the budget you're putting. If you put a budget,
so budget, assuming is your budget for the campaign was the same?
No, budget was different, but it
was it lesser or more?
But lesser. It was a lot lesser.
It was a lot lesser.
Yes. So these are the two campaigns.
Yeah.
Inka ye raha inka budget. Yeah. Sorry.
I think it's the same, only 1,000 rupees he has put.
Yes. 1,000 per ad set.
What is the spend that is happening?
Here.
934, 930.
1,000 rupees, na? So when you're spending 1,000 rupees, you need lower CPMs, because the lower the CPM, the more you will be able to reach out. No?
Correct.
I'm just trying to see. Move towards little right, Imran.
कौन सा metric देखना?
एक second. you're looking at the ad set, and earlier what we were evaluating was the campaign.
Correct. Because budget was applied on the ad set.
Didn't we do a CBO?
CBO we did for this campaign, this super set.
वो campaign बंद कर दिया था ना हमने इसने. That was 6,000 rupees.
That was $6,000 for that CBO, and that CBO's CPM though was going through the roof.
So basically, when Imran had called me up, what I asked him is just segregate all the ad sets, right? डालो सब पे हजार रुपए डालो, right? And control your CPM.
Okay. Ad set.
And control your CPM, because the problem was,
I was under the impression you guys did. We were running CBO. Okay.
CBO बंद कर दिया था. नहीं था. So CBO बंद कर दिया था, because what happened is his problem was yet traffic नहीं आ रहा. पैसा spent हो रहा है, but traffic नहीं आ रहा.
Understood.
Right, and when I asked him for what was the CPMs and the CTRs, he told me the CTR has dropped and CPM is touching for 500-600 rupees. That's when I took the call. I told him, "Band karo sare CBO campaign ko and just segregate everything into different ad sets."
Done.
Right, because our campaigns, this CBO campaign, this had decent CTR, right?
Yeah.
Into cards, but they stopped performing. Simply stopped performing. I mean, look at our cost per checkout initiated: 5,000, 1,700, 1,400, 600.
That's because your CPM started going up drastically on this campaign.
Exactly. That's why what we did was we stopped this, right? And the ones that were winning from this, I created 2 separate campaigns, right? One, again, I'll tell you the format of those campaigns also. So campaign number 1, Delhi NCR and engage shoppers. This was a good performing audience for us in our CBO. Within both of them, I put in individual video ads. तो क्लासिक क्रंची का एड इसके अंदर चल रहा है 5 सेकंड का, right? फिर 5 सेकंड का दूसरा क्लासिक क्रंची, 5 सेकंड का सौंफ इलायची, 5 सेकंड का सौंफ इलायची, 5 सेकंड का जीरा क्रिस्पी, so on and so forth, right? So if you look at this particular ad, this is what the ad is.
Right.
And these are single video ads. 100% crunchy, 100% classy. If you've enjoyed Rusk with Chai, then you can try out our classic crunchy Rusk, right? URL, classic crunchy Rusk, freshly baked, limited stock, right? That's again limited ke aage dikhane. But that was exactly the intent. So this is the format that I created for, for this particular ad set, right? All 5-second videos. And the second one, right, was with these 3, where books engage shoppers, ice cream engage shoppers, and chocolate engage shoppers, right? These 3 went in, and this had 5 carousel videos. Again, same story, freshly baked, limited stock, delectable soft ilaichi rusk. You've never had it like this before, rusk cookie and toast, and your 5 video ads are in the shape of a carousel. So this is what we had run. Sudhanshu, you'll have to help me analyze which ones perform better. So did this, I guess this went live on the 31st. Yes, both of these went live on the 31st. Now before we begin, there is one problem, and that, that problem still persists today, right? For example, it's showing us that we have 3 transactions. However, I did check manually. 1 transaction from this has come from Google, organic. 1 transaction from this has been a repeat purchase, direct customer. Remaining kitna 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Remaining 6 transactions came from social, right? So that social data is not populated yet, right? Of course, for example, this order just came in a few minutes ago, so we'll.
So UTMs है?
हाँ, सब में UTMs है.
नहीं, as in यहाँ पे UTM दिखा रहा है.
I'll tell you. Look at this, for example, Facebook, right? Facebook UTM है, right? So we know Facebook mobile feed से आ रहा है, FB source, and this is the campaign, right? This is where this customer came from. I also noticed something weird. For example, this is also, from Instagram. Yeah, I think so. This also one. Yeah, look at this, right? I didn't understand why. What is this, right? First order, first session from unknown source. First session, right? But if you go inside, there is UTM, and UTM के अंदर सारे details है, right? Instagram feed, IG retargeting, right? But over here, it shows first session from unknown source.
Okay, that's okay. कभी-कभी हो जाता है. That's fine. That's not an issue.
Got it. So you see, we already had 3, right? I've shown you 3. Then Sapna Dol is a repeat customer.
Anyone who is just by UTM hai, but it's not showing over there.
This is the first order that this is the second order that we got from Google. And then there is here, see, this is the 4th transaction today, Instagram, right? UTM, same thing.
Okay.
And this has no data yet. Bhim Arora. Look at this.
You create that order from the backend.
Yeah, I think so. It must be a draft order. No, it's a regular order. Ek minute, let me check. But here is the 5th order, right? Which came from Instagram. Now, which is,
analytics में orders दिख रहे हैं?
Yeah, this one is a draft order. This one is a draft order.
That's okay. Analytics में ये orders दिख रहे हैं?
Let's see. Conversions, e-commerce, overview. Eight orders. Analytics में तो दिख
8 का marketing के against तो 4 दिखा रहा है.
क्या?
Marketing against 4 दिखा रहा है.
ये?
हाँ.
But I just showed you 6. I just showed you 5.
You showed me 5, but this is showing 4. So one thing could be it has not got the dashboard has not got updated.
Okay.
There's a delay. That's one. Second thing, it also could be just check if these were iOS transactions.
Good point.
Sometimes iOS transactions don't get updated.
Very good point. Where do we check that?
Go to audiences. उसपे जाना mobile. नीचे हाँ. Overview or devices. Even if you do devices for today, just open a devices. Right, and see iOS के दिखा रहा है ना, total 8 transactions दिखा रहा है ना.
8 transactions in total.
हाँ, so Apple नहीं, just do a transaction wise sort ना, do a transaction wise sort. Also Apple के कितने हैं? 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 4 transactions are from Apple.
Yeah.
So if they are from Apple, so there's a high probability that they may not show up on the Facebook dashboard.
Correct.
इसमें से 2 या 3 नहीं दिखेंगे.
Got it.
Got it. So
right.
Your campaign attribution, because sometimes this happens. This is a very common thing that I think you also know this is a very common thing. This is a problem. Sometimes even after doing the iOS optimization on events, but still iOS के कभी-कभी transactions नहीं दिखते.
Of course.
That problem is there. So you can't do much about it. What you can do is you can just take a learning that if it's showing here against Apple, you can assume that yes, they have come from those campaigns. Correct. So you can assume that yes, the campaign is working fine.
Got it. I'm surprised Oppo. In fact, I'm seeing this for the first time. Oppo has contributed to the highest transaction for the day, the second highest transaction for the day. मतलब
ठीक है.
ज़्यादा आता नहीं होगा.
ये तो एक दिन का data देख लो ना. Just see data for the last 7 days. You get a very interesting idea. Just see last 7 days देख लो ना. देख लो कितने transactions कहाँ से आ रहे.
Here we go.
So ये देखो ना. You're getting a lot of orders from iPhones now.
Correct.
So there will be a lot of orders which you might be missing.
That data would be missing.
Data might not have been getting attributed or something that is there. So even after this new update that Facebook has given by adding those priority events,
what's that called? Extrapolate
priority events. That events management जो हमने बनाया नया चीज.
क्या बोलते हैं इसको? Statistical modeling.
हाँ, even in the statistical modeling also ना. My experience is we still miss anywhere around 20 to 20. Well, we still miss about 20-25% orders. We still miss them.
Got it.
होता है.
Got
And because your order volume is so low right now, इसलिए वो तुमको लगता है कि अरे order नहीं आया, but वो actual में आया होगा, पता नहीं चला.
आया होगा. Correct. So that's that that was an overview. Now, which one is working for us? How do we know? If data is not getting tracked, right? How do we know? How do I take a call whether this one is working or this one is working? Just on ROAS?
What's the ROAS on both of them?
0.24 and 0.66. I'm guessing we just got one more order, like right now. Yeah.
10:37.
Yeah.
No, I'm coming to just go back to the ad manager.
Yes.
And ये तो आज का data ना, we can't take a call on basis one day, ना. Just go to this and make it at least 7 days.
7 days तो
But
ये campaign
हुआ ही नहीं होगा ना.
Correct.
So wait for it. Wait for a couple of more days.
Okay. Got it. So two things we've done, or one thing we've done, one thing we've got to wait. We've reduced we are trying to improve our conversions by reducing our price. All right. That's one thing that we've done.
That we did today, right? That we started from
today. If
so
you
we'll come to see in 2-3 days, we'll also come to know.
Yeah. If we look at the most recent order, Gurgaon, 1 to 2. See, this customer is again paid $50. All right. So that's beautiful. Just one packet, 299 ke price pe she's okay paying 50.
मेरे को लोग that was saying on for people pay me $60 on 299. Yeah.
Absolutely. And look at this.
I charge 60 rupees.
3 sessions over 20 days. All right. This customer in the last 20 days has come. First activity was from conversion superset. Wow, this was from your campaign.
This was for the campaign that we had created in that account.
Correct. And this is the final conversion one. Carousel video ad. Yay! Mera wala perform kiya. वो नहीं दोनों का perform किया, दोनों का closure तो दोनों में है. वो है done है. So we've got to wait for 2 more days or 1 more day.
Please wait for about 2 more days, because Ajit, you have done that price dip you have just taken today.
Right.
So you've taken price dip today. So I'm assuming that at least another, if you give it about 2-3 days, we'll come to see how the transaction definitely. So I believe that yes, because there's a price dip, it should have an improvement on the conversions as well, because now people will find it something a little more, not too on the expensive side.
Absolutely.
Right, because I was just checking now, your cake crust is a 400 gram pack is now 399.
Correct.
Which was earlier, if I'm not wrong, it was about what, 540, if I'm not wrong.
Earlier cake rusk, cake
400 grams,
479.
479. Now 479 has come down to 399. So that's a good dip. 80 rupee dip.
This is for everyone. Just sharing my screen once more.
Do you have a comparison of earlier prices versus?
Not as of now, but I'll keep that prepared.
No, just keep that ready, because why? What will happen is we'll be able to do a benchmark check that by dropping the prices by so much, this is how the conversions did go up.
Got it. Chandresh, that's a very, very, very interesting question, right? How will repeat customers think of sudden price drop? So I think we don't know yet, but I think they would appreciate it. It's okay. पहले हम ज़्यादा ले रहे थे, लेकिन अब कम कर दिए. Right? Customers are appreciative of that fact. Are you going to WhatsApp customers about the price drop? I was, again, what I've realized is most of our audience is in that 30 to 50 wala age range, 30 to 55 wala age range, based on how conversations are happening with them over calls. That's what their age looks like. I had almost prepared a K Lal magician ka photo wala post today to send out on WhatsApp to our message to our customers. K Lal, anyone who's below 20 years old, or 25 years old, may not know K Lal, right? But beyond that, see, Anu smiled, right? Sudhanshu, you
got तुमने ये K Lal तुमने अभी जो जादूगर आया Netflix में से उससे उठाया ना?
नहीं, believe me, I saw again. This is all about keeping your eyes open, right? I'll exactly tell you where I got Kelal from. Hold on, I didn't get it from Jadugar.
Yeah, Anu is smiling like crazy. Anu, हाँ ये हम बुड्ढों को याद है कौन है केरल? You may not know. I have a feeling. I don't know why. I mean, Anu, I am believing what तेरे मेरे बीच में कितना 6-7 साल का difference होगा?
How old are you?
I'm 34.
I am 28.
हाँ, so 6 years का difference है ना. So when I saw my first Kerala का show, I'm
I
assuming
don't
you would
know
have
what
been.
Kelal is, guys. I think it's
Ah.
a magician, and I thought he's talking about some. The only Lal thing I remember when somebody says Lal is that MDH wale uncle.
MDH वाला uncle is the fountain of youth. Ever youth. Oh, uncle, that uncle, nothing happens to the uncle. But unfortunately, that gentleman 2020 was rude enough to take that uncle away from us also.
Yeah, that was very sad, dude.
Yeah, even I was sad. I said, यार इतने साल से उनको देखा
I'm going to show you my email, right? This is my Gmail. This is an email that I got from Swiggy today, and it said "Akkad Bakkad Bombay Bo."
Swiggy and Zomato have gone crazy. You know what? Swiggy sent me a notification. Open your salary slip. Tap here to open.
I got that too. And I was like,
I'm like, what? It took me 5 minutes to get myself together, and I'm like, Swiggy is sending me my salary slip.
Salary slip. अरे ये offer letter तो भेजा नहीं था.
I got scared, guys. I got scared.
Awesome.
Oh, Zomato was epic. Zomato sends me a message saying your breakfast has been delivered. I'm like, huh? And I just opened the notification. So, acha. They are crazy, man. Anyways, go down. But yeah,
coming back, right?
whoever is
Akkad Bakkad Bombay Bo, right? Now, again, if you're not a kid of the 90s or 80s, you would not know Akkad Bakkad Bombay Bo, right? When I read this subject line, I was like, you know what? My audience is that. I think so they would relate. So, यहाँ मैं पढ़ा, I'm looking at Akkad Bakkad Bombay Bo, लेकिन in my mind I'm saying abracadabra, right? If you see alphabet, Akkad is from A and B is from Bakkad is from B. I'm actually in my I'm seeing Akkad Bakkad, but I'm reading it as abracadabra, right? And I'm like abracadabra हो गया आज सुबह, right? And orders started pouring in. I was like, boss, Kelal का एक post डालता हूँ मैं, right? I put it up. It was just that, you know, I just couldn't find a good Kelal picture. That
is Kelal. Anu, that is Kelal for you.
I googled it while you guys were talking. That's
I actually grabbed this. I actually grabbed this image, put it in my Figma, but I was like, boss, मैं क्या डालेगा इसके साथ? कहाँ डालेगा? Then I decided to withdraw. But if I would have sent this, right, each and every audience of mine would be able to relate to it, right? Because I've been to Kelal, magic shows with my dad, right? In fact, our entire family. So that was the message.
I didn't know this.
I think I saw my first, if I'm not wrong, if I remember rightly, I saw my first Kelal episode when I was 9 or Kelal. I saw him for the first time when I was, I think, 9 years old or 9 or 10 years old.
Wow. So true. And
that's where I remember Kelal from.
Absolutely. So Rakesh, if I would have sent a message to my customers, I would have, used a Kelal to send them, right?
But do you want to announce a price drop? What I feel is this won't make much of a sense right now, is only because A, your base isn't that big.
Correct.
Right, and you're still in an acquisition mode. You're still acquiring new customers.
Correct.
So technically, for new consumers, there's no price drop. Mm-hmm. Every consumer who's coming for the first time, they're seeing this price for the first time. So this is the standard price that you're giving them.
Bilkul.
Right. For your repeat customers, the ones who are going to come back, I think somebody asked a question: will they feel bad? I don't see a reason for them to feel bad, is because if they spend, let's say 399 rupees for a 200-gram box, right? And now they're getting the same box at 299, right? They won't feel bad. They'll feel fine, good. Ab to aur kam ho gaya.
Absolutely.
Right. So they might start feeling that, oh, the product is now value for money. In fact, the guys who haven't done a repeat purchase yet, right? Those are the guys who might start feeling, acha, ab to value for money ho gaya. Ab to 100 rupees gir gaya, 80 rupees gir gaya, 90 rupees gir gaya.
Bilkul. Absolutely. Is there a plan to offer gift hampers for Raksha Bandhan to existing customers? Yes, that is something in the works, right? Again, I've had a terrible time finalizing on the mock-up of that, right? I'm not going to put boxes in design till the time I don't have orders, right?
Okay, Imran, if you're going into gifting and especially Raksha Bandhan gifting, right? Today you're starting on the second. Second is over. Tomorrow is the third, right?
Right.
Raksha Bandhan is on the 11th, which is next Thursday.
Next Thursday, correct.
You don't have the time.
I
If
think
you're planning to go into producing certain boxes,
correct.
My recommendation would be just make very few boxes. Don't get into heavy box. Don't get into heavy
So
production.
I'll tell you exactly what we did. We sent a message to all our existing customers who purchased from us that Raksha Bandhan is just around the corner. Would you like to gift a Brown Town box?
I didn't get a message.
You didn't?
And I'm your existing customer.
एक मिनट रुको, मैं दिखाता हूं. I'll show you the exact message also, and let's see if you are there. Let's see if you are there in that pool.
And I'm your existing customer, and I didn't get your message.
Sorry. Broadcast.
मतलब मैं तुम्हारा इतना अच्छा कस्टमर हूँ, मैंने तो वो गुड़गांव फूडीज का कूपन कोड लगा के ऑर्डर नहीं किया. ये सोचो, मैं ऐसा अच्छा कस्टमर हूँ.
So yes, see, this was the message. Raksha Bandhan is just around the corner.
Screen share.
Like to gift a personal. Sorry. So Raksha Bandhan is just around the corner. Would you like to gift a personalized Brown Town hamper to your sibling? Select a hamper size, right? Pack of 2 or pack of 4, right? Hamper of 2 products or hamper of 4 products. Out of 470 people, 446, this was delivered. 312 people read and 67 people responded, right? Everyone who responded, no one was actually saying that, don't send this message, right? Or don't spam, right? All responses have been either hamper of 2 or hamper of 4. Majorly, it is hamper of 2. Now, we are like, okay, okay, but a lot of people asked, about dikhega kaisa, right? So I was like, you know what? Plain boxes छपवाते और उसके ऊपर हम sticker लगाएंगे, right? Again, they would not look tacky, and this is the implementation that I had in mind for sending out that message. So I purchased a subscription of Placeit. Placeit has all these mock-ups. Again, I was out of a designer. I didn't have design. My designer's kind of gone absconding. I don't know where is he. So personalized gift hampers for your brother or sister. We would actually print the name of your brother over here on the box, right? So it becomes an item that guy will never throw or your sister will never throw, right? Gift your brother or sister those biscuits that revisit your childhood, right? Name of your box, sibling. Box of 2 for $7.99, box of 4 for $12.99. And again, you can choose the products that you want to say. Right, so
you're going to print the name on the box.
No, we are going to have. So we would have this Mere Bhai, name of the person, and Happy Raksha Bandhan stickers. The only thing that would be printed is this pattern, right? Because we just out of 67 people, we would just. I'm guessing we would get like 30-40 orders. Right? So 30-40 orders boxes we would have to print. Uske liye, we can't have individual printed boxes. So we thought we'll print the name on a transparent sticker and we'll put it on that. So that would make it, but not in a tacky way, So that's that. Yeah, maybe include a Rakhi in the box. Beautiful idea. Absolutely. Probably think of Janmashtami hamper. Maybe add twist of fasting wali cookies. Oh. Fasting wali cookies. What is that?
What is fasting wali cookie?
Cookies that you can eat during fast, guys. What is fasting wali cookie?
Then how is it a fast if you can eat cookies?
Without salt. Oh. Boss.
In fast, you can eat once a day, right? You can eat once a day.
And some kind of present for sisters too. Got it. Boss.
No, but that cookie will have to be without salt, without sugar, without a lot of other things also, na? If I'm not wrong. Fast, I think you can't even have sugar, right?
What?
अन्न नहीं खाते हैं, मैंने ऐसा सुना है. You can't eat
हाँ, so cookies made
wheat.
of आटा ना, cookies made of
हाँ,
आटा
this is what I'm
और
saying.
मैदा,
But
so you
then
can't
what
eat that ना,
difference
तो
be-
cookie कैसे होगा?
रागी कुकीज.
रागी cookies produce
Ragi
करने में
sounds
एक
so
कॉक हिल
sweet.
जाएगी.
ठीक है, आते हैं.
हाँ, flour isn't allowed. That's what I said ना. As far as I know, fasting में आटा, मैदा, these things are not allowed.
Correct.
There's a special atta that comes in fasting. If I remember, that was that what? Kuttu ka atta या किसका आटा कहते हैं?
आटा, yeah, that
हाँ,
one.
that's an atta that comes over there.
सिंघाड़े का
उसकी
आटा भी होता है, सिंघाड़े का आटा.
उसकी how will you make cookies out of that?
I don't
I
know
don't
why
know.
you ask. I'm not tell Shana.
I
Ask
don't know.
I don't know.
Raju.
Raju is going to
Shana.
Raju is going to come and Raju is going to come and kick us on our bums and tell us what is wrong with you people. Kuttu ke atta ki cookies. What is wrong with you people? God lost.
This will
Get
be,
lost.
but this is a good idea. I
It's
like
a
it.
good
This is
idea.
good
It's a
idea.
very
And I'm
good
telling
idea.
Imran, by the time we finish, no, now Shana is searching on YouTube how to make it. And by the time we finish, Imran will go and start searching. And tomorrow he will call you, Sudhanshu, because he doesn't call me. He'll call you to tell you we have got the recipe and
Hey,
we're
don't be jealous of our brotherly love, yaar.
I'm least bothered.
हम तो
I'm least bothered.
अरे,
I Imran adores me to death. I'm telling you.
बिल्कुल ये लड़की ने
That's
करेक्ट
fine.
बात बोली आज. वो तो करेक्ट बात है. वो तो करेक्ट बात है.
Oh,
डर है, डर है, डर है.
Be jealous. You are the one who's jealous, okay?
I don't have to be. I don't have to be.
Yeah,
I
you
live next
are
to.
the
I live
one
next door to him.
who do this.
अच्छा सुनो सुनो सुनो, मेरे लिए इतना प्यार, उफ, मैं कहाँ छुपाऊं अपना.
It's there. See, somebody sending is there on YouTube and see.
Anyways, okay. Today is I'm guessing that it's if we consider the amount of time where our ad accounts were blocked, right? We
Yeah.
will still have another 4 days to continue, right? But I think today would be a good day. Acha, no one knows besides me and Shena, of course, no one knows how much revenue we've done in total, right? So would today be a good day to share that, or you want to wait for another few days?
Even if I'm not wrong, our ad account was suspended for what? I think if I'm not wrong,
4 days.
so it was 4 to 5 days, right? Okay, and then we tried everything else. We tried to put things into again, perspective, tried to fix it and everything. So I mean, give it a couple of more days. Well, when are you planning to exit the show? When are you planning to exit
Friday.
the show?
Friday will be our, let's say our, officially it will be the last day, but we will continue, the business, maybe these a few webinars every week. That's what we'll continue for everybody to see how it's continuously growing. That's wo to chalu rahega, right? But
So
Friday.
then in that case, then in that case, let's call it a night on Friday only.
Okay. Yeah, Friday.
Yeah, let's show the revenue on Friday.
Friday. अच्छा एक काम करते हैं.
वीकेंड के बाद कर लो ना फिर.
क्या?
वीकेंड के बाद कर लो.
अरे मंडे को सुधांशु एकदम गुस्से में होता है.
हाँ भाई, कौन सा गुस्से में? मंडे को कर लो कुछ भी. तुमने जब बोला मैं आ गया यार.
नहीं. So एक काम करते हैं. Thursday को revenue figures देखते हैं. Right? By that time you would have completed. We started our campaigns on the 3rd. They started picking up on the 4th. So 4th to 4th, right? Let's look at our revenue numbers on Thursday, right? If some magic happens tomorrow, right? Let's hope and pray. That's what entrepreneurs do till the end, right? But again, I'm not expecting a big breakthrough. We are nowhere close to that 5 lakhs mark. We are nowhere close to the the money that we've invested and in the money that we've made, right? They just don't add up. They just don't add up. And that's the problem, right? That's the problem with a low ticket price product. We are very expensive in our category, but even after that, right? It's in season two, you should actually, your takeaway should be things that you should not do, right? When running an e-commerce business, that should be the takeaway for season 2. Over. Done it. Sudhanshu, anything you want to share before we call it a day?
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, when we started this, I think we always said that, we're going to try to make this business score 0 to 5, right? And okay, we tried everything, and I think there were a couple of things that had happened in this season that did not happen in the first season.
Right.
Ad account getting suspended, then trying to spend a couple of days in experimenting with Google, then trying this new ad account, right? So yeah, that's fair enough. But this is all ups and downs. I mean, I think this is the most genuine thing that you can see, is that when you set out to start something, right, it's not always a, if everything would have been a piece of cake and जाके हमने 5 लाख का target hit कर दिया होता, then we would have thought कि हाँ यार business करना इतना आसान है, yeah, we would have thought that doing business so easy. Challenges do come, and you just need to figure out how to solve them. I mean, imagine this now. Situation happened that that we were so scared that we did not even share ad account with me or someone, and everything. Only Imran is only running everything. We started doing everything, so this happens. Yeah, that's fine.
Absolutely. It would be good to discuss why we, or I'm guessing Rakesh, you meant why we could not reach that target. Absolutely, we'll discuss that on Thursday. राइट के टोटल नंबर प्लान ये था, यहाँ पर पहुंचे, मिस क्यों हो गया, राइट? दैट वुड बी गुड डे टू डिस्कस इट. एंड राइट, सो दैट्स दैट. विद लो टिकट only high volume acts as savior. So true, man, so true, right? Shimu's में हम, we were selling 1499 rupees sliders at a cost of 350 bucks, right? Beautiful. एक भी बिकता था, हम profitable थे. यहाँ, until unless you're so right that volume doesn't come in, it just won't work out. When do you think we can reach 5 lakhs? I strongly think that once we start getting content from our influencers, right? Yesterday we had a fantastic session. Once we start getting content from our influencers, our price now has started making some sense to our customers, and that's visible in the transactions, right? So with good quality content and sensible pricing, I think so we should be able to, again, if we look at starting from zero again, right? I think in the month of August we would be able to hit that number in a much more efficient budget. So at least that's what I think. Only, and again, I'll continue to show numbers. Anu, what is your thought? What are you thinking? मेरे बाल लंबे कैसे हों और
यार काश ऐसा होता, बट इतने ही बढ़ते हैं, कुछ नहीं
बता रहा हूँ मैं बेयर एनाटॉमी का सारा प्रोडक्ट्स यूज करने शुरू.
Nothing happens with bare anatomy. Yeah, I think every business has its ups and downs. Every business has its pros and cons, and every business has its own silver lining. When we started, we always knew that, we are playing into a very, the bracket of MRP, which is very low. So it was always a volume game. Your category defines, your choice of product really defines, what kind of business you're stepping into, and it sets the precedent. I mean, when we got into the business, we knew it's a business of volumes. You will be profitable, you will make money once your returning customer rates increases, because then only you can put a cap to your customer acquisition, right?
Right.
And as you correctly said, in Shimu's, while we were selling one unit, it was a different category, it was a different product altogether, and the MRP bracket was also different. So right. It's all just boils down to, are you patient enough to achieve that number?
Right.
So your selection of product is very much very much in sync with, are you patient enough to make it work or not? So right. It's very important to select the product that you want to scale up, right? And the product that you want to sell. So it's all basic unit economics. Like when we started, we knew that it's a volume game. Correct. And we were expecting that, if this goes up, and when we jotted down the unit economics, we cut down on a lot of cost, right? And once we'll figure out the number, you will let us know that, okay, this is the profit that I've made. And right. Even if I'm telling you, even in 1 month, if you guys do a break even, it's a big thing to do.
Of course.
Like it's huge for any business to survive at this point of time in doing break even. It's very important. It sees a positive sign that your product has that kind of will that it can survive. You just need to build up a will wherein you'll give some time, your energy, and your money to let it build.
Of course.
That's about it.
Super. Divya, you asked a very interesting question. If we would have started with channels like influencers earlier in the day, Would it lead to a different outcome? Who knows? Who knows? That's the best part about 1K. Who knows? Right?
Maybe next season we start with influencers. We in
Absolutely.
advance, send products to people, get influencer content, and start putting it out.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Next season, maybe we'll dominate with influencers. Right? Was the product selection influenced by emotions this time around? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. It was just
We just wanted to do experiment, like we did
Of course.
shoes. Now we wanted to explore another category. Maybe next season we do automobile. You never know.
absolutely, absolutely. Tesla बेचेगा तेरा भाई. Right?
भाई बस अब टेस्ला में मत आ जाना यार.
Nobody will
You
talk
scare
about
me at
Elon
times.
Musk, guys. Nobody will talk about Elon Musk.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Done, guys. Thank you so much, Sudhanshu. Thank you so much, Anu. We will now catch up with you on Thursday, where
Done.
we reveal to everyone the revenue that we have done.
Done.
Right? Done, Eji. Thank you so much. Good
Night,
night.
guys.
Shubha
Keep
khair.
well.
Good night. Good night.
See ya. Bye.
See ya. Bye.
Super. Great session. Once again, our revenue numbers are terrible. Right? We are way off our number, but that's what it is. Right? You've been through an entire journey, almost 95% of that journey, where you've seen the steps that we've taken and why it worked, why it didn't work, things like this. All right. So that's the important part. Like I said in one of the earlier episodes, Rakesh, we will answer that question on Thursday. Don't worry, right? And again, it's as right. We've spent a lot. We've earned as we've not earned anything, right? But yeah, I'll share the entire numbers. We'll share the entire numbers on Thursday. All right, that's that. Now coming to tomorrow, it's important to understand your reports, right? What kind of reports should you have, right? I like to create a Google Data Studio report. That's what we will be doing tomorrow. We'll extrapolate information from Google Analytics, right? Only Google Analytics for tomorrow. And we'll be extrapolating, or not extrapolating, we'll be extracting data from there and putting it in an Excel, in Google Data Studio. Why is that important? For example, what your ads manager tells us is it'll tell you you've got so many transactions, so many add to carts and so many transactions, right? What Google Analytics will tell you is that, acha, who is doing those transactions or from where? Who is doing those ads, add to carts, and from where, right? So what you could actually do is, this is a lot of companies do this, a lot of large, in fact, if you're doing 5 lakh rupees a month, please start doing this, right? Every shipping company offers zone A, zone B, zone C, zone D, zone E, right? Create your own zones, right? For example, Gurgaon is zone A, right? Example, just as an example, Gurgaon is zone A, right? But for you, Gurgaon could be zone E, right? If your marketing costs are extremely expensive in Gurgaon, all right, if your cost to add to cart is very expensive in Gurgaon, all right, then that particular ad set should not be running in Gurgaon. So that's again, we are going to create a very basic, simple Google Data Studio report, but let's do that, right? So that's what we'll be doing tomorrow. Thursday, we'll be re-looking at our entire number, right? From 3rd of July, from 3rd of July. Yeah, 3rd of July. Yeah, right. From 3rd of July right up till 4th of July. That's the number that we'll be looking at. Our ads, again, I've added, we now have a prepaid account. I've added 20K today morning, so I'm not going to add any more money till the end of the season. And uske baad mein, so now it's got to kind of, figure it out. All right. That's that. Done, Eji. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow. Good night. Good night. Good night. Bye bye.